Alright, welcome to my Predator skin review. So this is basically going to be a 3-in-1 video. We've got a reactive wrap, so I'm going to do a how is it reactive. We've got a secretly reactive feature on the Predator himself. And then the last bit is going to be my gameplay and review. So if you need help unlocking any of these items, the skin, the back bling, the pickaxe, the built-in emote, or even the wrap, I did challenge guides on each and every single one of these. And I will link these in the comment section. So first, let's start with the skin review itself. This, of course, is the Predator from the famous movie in the 1980s, and since then they have made so many remakes and reboots and sequels and what have you. Surprisingly though, a lot of Fortnite players do not know who this is, so I was blown away. I watched this movie when I was young and I was terrified, especially when he removes that mask. His description states the demon who makes trophies of men. Basically, he is the ultimate predator. He hunts for fun. And there's even an Alien vs. Predator movie because they hunt the aliens for sport. Now, a lot of people on social media in particular are making fun of this skin because the head is so huge. I don't remember it being that big in the movies, but it is a little disproportionate. I'm not sure why they made it so large, especially for the body size, but I don't know. So that thing on his arm is like a giant nuke. He can set that off, and apparently it can also make him invisible. I thought that was a separate item, but maybe I just haven't seen the movie in a long time. Then he's got his Plasma Caster Triforce reticle right there, which is the red lights. It shoots like an explosion out, which is pretty sweet. I just don't remember him having that mesh stuff on his chest and his legs, but maybe that's how he looked. I'm not sure. Then he's got some wickedly long claws and the dreadlocks. Those are an iconic piece of his repertoire there. And then we've got the back bling. Let's go to that real quick. This is called Hunter's Trophy, and it says Grim Keepsake from a Far-Off World. So originally I thought this was a predator skull, but clearly it's not. It's some kind of beast that has a huge forehead, and look at those teeth. I don't know. So clearly he hunted this, he took it out. It's not reactive or anything, but it moves a little bit. You can't see it here, but in-game I think the mouth bobs up and down. We'll have to take a look. So unfortunately there's no selectable styles for either of these items, but you're going to see in a minute with the built-in emote that you can basically achieve a secondary style. Next up is his pickaxe. These are the wrist blades, and unfortunately only he can equip these. It says the most honorable way to take down one's prey, and these are sharp as sharp can be. Here's what it looks like. There's a little bit of a splash effect, almost like sparks flying out. And fun fact, this is the only legendary harvesting tool or pickaxe in the entire game. I don't know why they decided to make it legendary. I don't know what makes this one special enough to be the only one in the game. So I mentioned this quote in one of my other videos. It says, "What's the matter, CIA? Got you pushing too many pencils?" And I had no idea what that meant. Turns out it's a line from the first Predator movie, and I just completely whiffed on that. I had no idea. I didn't remember that scene, but that's what it's from. So it is reactive, but if I remember correctly, it's not a very good reactive state. We're going to check that out. So there you go, that is the locker review, but let's take a look at the built-in emote too. So the first action is him removing it and doing this wicked growl. Absolutely terrifying. Now once you do that emote the first time, you're stuck like this. So you now have no helmet on, your creepy face is on display until you do it again. Now the next time you do it, he will put that mask back on. It goes from invisible to visible and goes right back on his face. So like I said, that's one way to achieve another style for this skin. So there you go. That is the locker review. Now let's check them out in game and see how some of these things are reactive. All right, so first let's look at the pickaxe. So here's the pull-out noise. It's got a very sharp noise to it. You can see the gleam. As soon as you pull it out, it shoots right down the blades on the end. That's pretty sweet. Let's see if there's a contrail. So there's no contrail right here, but this is kind of deceiving because watch when you hit something. When you're striking something, you've got this red splash across. I guess this is considered a splash effect, but that's not what it showed in the locker. You can see that bright red slashing. So that's really neat. I consider that a splash effect and a contrail. It's pretty 2-in-1 there. So I like that. But when you're just swinging in midair, nothing. And also with this pickaxe, you kind of hold it up near your face when you run. Not a big fan of that myself, but it's there, so there's nothing you can do about it. Back bling, you can see that the mouth kind of moves with some of your movements. It kind of opens and closes. It's very creepy, to be honest. And in fact, in China, they banned this, and it looks completely different. So let me spin him around here. The mouth on the back bling even moves a little bit when you dance. So there's not really much to say other than what we said in the locker already about this skin. But when we do the built-in emote and spin ourselves around, I'm sure it's going to look completely different. So let's go ahead and do that. This is the Bio Helmet Online. This is what it looks like in-game. You can't really see much from your perspective. But the roar is terrifying in and of itself. So now let's spin him around. And you can see that creepy jaw that he has. Oh, this whole skin is just a creep fest. I love it. So let's look at the wrap here. It's not animated, but when you shoot, the little red lights light up. And that's it. That's how it's reactive. The top of the gun on the pistol lights up. For the SMG, the little red lights right there light up. How about the AK? This one has 2 lights, I think. Yeah, 2 lights there. Let's go get a shotgun and see. Here's the shotgun. Just a little faint red light right there, so it's not very noticeable. We're going to go into replay mode after this match and check. Now, there's one thing right away that I noticed about this skin that I hate. I absolutely hate it, and it's the noise when he moves. You know what it reminds me of? Like a diaper scrunching. If you've ever seen a toddler in a diaper, so when they're first learning to walk, and when they move around, it makes this crunching, squishing noise. It's the best thing I can compare it to. So listen, I'm going to jump up and down and walk, and I'm going to turn the sound up. Listen to this noise. It's kind of hard to hear, but I definitely notice it. It's mixed in with the footsteps, and boy oh boy, does it get annoying. I don't know if other people can hear that or not, but it's super annoying to me at least. So I guess I didn't do the emote again. Here's where he puts the helmet back on. He makes the classic Predator clicking noise as well when you do that. All right, so now I'm just waiting for nighttime so we can check things out in the dark, and then I think that will conclude this review. Okay, so now it's nighttime. Let's check this out at night. Ooh, the good guy got poached. So here is the pickaxe at night. You can see that red is fiercely on display. I like that. Let's shoot a few weapons. This may get me killed, but we're just going to try. Here's the scar. You can see it lights up there. Here's the shotgun. Here's the SMG. So the SMG, at least the P90, has 3 things of red that light up. And again, we'll check that out in replay mode. But let me show you how the skin is secretly reactive, because at night it's really noticeable. So when you ADS or aim down sights, you can see that the red light on the right side of his face activates. It's almost like a laser sight. So it's only when you ADS. You can clearly see it at night. That is a secret reactive feature of the skin itself. Now, if you take off the mask, I think it's attached to the mask. We're going to see here. So the mask is now off. Let's see. The thing on his arm lights up too, by the way. You can clearly see it there. Yeah, so it goes away. So if you don't like that, just take your mask off. And if we put it back on, let's cancel this. Let's see if it comes back. Yes, it comes back. So other than that, I think that's about it. And look at this. We're in a top 2 situation. I spent the entire match doing the review, and there's only 2 people left. Let's see if we can win this real quick. I have no idea where these 2 guys are, but I'm listening for the gunshots. It's not a bad skin, really. There's nothing that really makes him... Oh, there's a guy right there. There's nothing that really makes him stand out that much. Should I shoot him in the back? Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, wow! That dude just got aimbotted by the Predator. It's a 1v1 situation. And it's an anonymous guy because I saw him in the kill feed before. We're going to be the Predator. We're going to stalk our prey and only strike when the opportunity arises. I wish we could go invisible. That'd be so awesome. But there's nobody to snipe me in the back, so I could totally sit here and do this. He's trying to peek out his pyramids to find me. Once he slips up, the ultimate Predator is going to strike. So we both have to move. Here he comes. He walked right by me. I'm totally invisible. Watch this. Oh man, we almost won in one hit there. Get out of my face. This guy's such an overbuilder. Get out of here, says the Predator. My goodness. Let's go. Let's do the roar. That's how you win as the Predator. So apparently there's no special achievement for winning a match as the Predator. That's a bit unfortunate. We had 3 kills and we only saw 3 people, so I can't complain. I reviewed it the whole entire match and we won. Let's go. So here we are in replay mode. You can clearly see the secret reactivity for the skin itself. That laser that's attached to his helmet is incredible, especially at night. But do you know what's not so incredible? The wrap. So look at this. This is it normally. I have not fired my gun and it's already lit up because it's nighttime. But watch what happens when you fire it. Here we go. It literally flashes for just a second, and that's it. It's so faint, so barely noticeable. Look, it lights up briefly, and then it fades. But in the nighttime, you can kind of see it lit up already. So it's almost not even reactive at night. But that laser on his mask is just so bright at night, as well as the armband right there. Now let me just show you here that when he takes it off, it goes away. What the heck? It yelled before he did it. That was weird. But you can clearly see that it goes away when you take the mask off. So there you go, that's all there is to it. What do I think about this skin? Well, I'm a big fan of the Predator. As much as he scares me in real life, I like this skin. I like the character, it's great. There's nothing really flashy about him, so if you don't like sticking out like a sore thumb, you're fine to run this skin. He's kind of camouflagey to begin with. I would not run the back bling though. The back bling is not my cup of tea. What you could do, if you have the hollow back bling right here, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 4, you can equip this. Now watch this. My friend Josh showed me this on Twitter, so shout out to him. If you go to your emoticons, you most likely have the Predator one. Here it is right here. This is the Plasma Caster Reticle, and this is actually from one of his mystery challenges. So you could equip that and basically have his reticle as the back bling. Now lastly, the built-in emote is spectacular. I would say 10 out of 10 on this. You can scare your friends, scare your enemies, and basically create your own secondary style for the skin itself because the mask comes off and then you have the maskless style. And in addition, if you don't like that red Plasma Caster Reticle there, when you take the mask off, as I showed you, it goes away completely. So most people would consider that a drawback if they didn't like it. Well, you can take it off by removing the mask. So there's a little bit of disappointment with this skin, but there's a lot to love as well. So there you go, that's all there is to it. If I had to rate this skin, I would say it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. A very nice addition to my locker. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is Tabor time.